Welcome to All Pro Racing. My name's Mike Ellis. Thanks for joining us for the Super Speedway Series, starting this week, every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, we start out the debut of the series here at Daytona in the A car, the Cup car, Daytona International Speedway. Partly cloudy tonight, 65 degrees, winds out of the north, 13 mile an hour, relative humidity 84%, so pretty muggy out there. Got open qualifying here starting shortly as they finish up their practice, and then a race. We got cash payouts tonight thanks to our sponsors, Skiers Marine and Michelangelo's Painting. $10 for first, $5 for second, $3 for third, $2 for fourth, and even fifth spot gets payout with $1. There will also be a series championship payout as well. So full house tonight showing up for this event. Kudos to league organizer and behind the cameras, Michael D'Amico, getting the job done behind the cameras, but also recruiting for this league and getting us full rooms here for your racing pleasure. Also talk about a new series starting up Friday night, the Loose Lug Nut Series, which is a mixture of various vehicles at various types of tracks. But basically IndyCar at Michigan, then Trucks at Tally, Super Lates at Charlotte, Silver Crown at Dover, and finally Legends at Bristol. 5 races, 1 winner, $50. And that will be Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern with All Pro Racing's very own Andrew Williams over there calling the shots. As we take a look at practice as they go to qualifying, here, 10 minutes open qualifying, fastest lap counts. Dustin Lee was fastest in our practice with a 43.02. As everyone gets ready to roll off here, and I think you want to be in a pack to get your additional lap set, or certainly pushing with a partner, as several cars pull out all at once. Take a little bit for these guys to get organized and start to pair up as they come around and start a hot lap. With 10 minutes, they'll have time to do 2 or 3 runs, so taking a look at real NASCAR news, it's Champions Week in Las Vegas, as Harvick goes and celebrates his title at the banquet, I believe is Friday night. Not a lot going on in the off season for NASCAR news. We did have one driver announce it. Josh Wise will be back in the 98 Phil Parsons Racing machine. If you remember, he was sponsored by the Dogecoin electronic currency thing. So congratulations to Josh for getting re-signed there. If I recall, I believe Josh is a fellow iRacer too, so kudos to him getting it done. Kurt Busch continues to be a big question mark, as the outcome of his incident with his ex still needs to be played out. He does get a delay on his protection hearing in a Delaware family court this week. So we'll have to see what happens with Kurt Busch. Times are starting to roll in. Provisional pole sitter Everett F. Lane, 43.404. Rod Roman, a senior, second. Martin Porter, third. It looks like Donald Jinks sporting some new paint out here. If you get a shot of his hood on the 3 car, got a Dale Earnhardt portrait on the hood of that car. Pretty sharp looking. So about halfway through qualifying. And you kind of expect Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert to hook up and put up a good lap. Currently, Dustin Lee sitting in the 4th spot. Damon Gilbert well down the order. In fact, Gilbert hasn't even gotten a lap time in. JP3 usually in the booth with us, but out here on track in the Donate Life. Donate Life 123 Chevy car. And he's currently P11, 44.26. Working with Christopher Matas. Many thanks to tonight's sponsors, Michael Angelo's Painting. For all your painting needs in the Arizona area, make sure to contact Michael Angelo's Painting. Also, Skiers Marine. You want a ski boat? You need a pontoon fishing boat? You want a yacht? Well, contact Skiers Marine. They help fund the purses for these races that bring out the high numbers and fill these rooms up. We do have a full house tonight in a league race, which is pretty unheard of in iRacing. So kudos to All Pro Racing and the board of directors. I actually cannot think of another league I know of that can fill a room. So checking out the times, as predicted, Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert head to the top of the timesheets with identical times, 43.373. That bumps Everett Lane down to third, Rod Romanus Sr. fourth, Jeffrey Smith fifth. JP3 on a hot one, I think. He's looking to move well up the order, currently 14th. Trying to see if he can run with these guys. Oh, he bumps up one spot to 13th. And obviously doesn't have the set. He's 7/10 off of the leaders. And I'm sure the leaders must have gotten a pack situation where they were behind a pack. That's the only way you can pull up numbers like that. Jeffrey Smith up to third, bumping Everett Lane down. One minute, 30 seconds. I think we also set a record tonight for All Pro Racing in TeamSpeak, which is the software a lot of drivers are able to talk to each other. We got a full house in TeamSpeak too. How many spots is that? It's got to be 25. Qualifying wrapping up here. Does anyone have anything for Lee and Gilbert as they're done with their laps? They've parked it. Looks like Smith has also parked it. Everett Lane's still out there trying to make something happen. And these qualifying sessions, they sure separate the haves from the have-nots. We see a lot of the All-Pro regulars well down in the order. Andrew Williams, 20th. Jonas Hankins, 21st. Furless Falcons, 22nd. Paul Pelessier, the setup guru, 17th. So lots of people way down the order here. We'll have to see how that shakes out. As they wreck coming across the line there. I don't know who that was. As predicted, Verlis Falcons turns Andrew Williams there as they cross the line. And boy, I think that's it. The checkered flag is coming out. It looks like Dustin Lee is going to be our pole sitter. And Damon Gilbert must be gnawing on his gashes with the same identical time, but somehow he doesn't get the pole. I don't know how that works. Maybe because Dustin has a lower car number? And here we go to the Michael Angelo's grid as these guys get ready to race. Congratulations to our pole sitter, the Olive Hill Welding Dustin Lee 51 Chevrolet SS. On the outside pole, Damon Gilbert in the Wrangler Jeans 68 machine. New colors for Damon. Starting in the third spot, Jeffrey Smith running the Fast Lane Racing paints. Identical team colors to Everett Lane running next to him in fourth in the 24 Chevy. Rod Romanus Sr. taking up the fifth spot. Then we have Martin Porter in sixth in the Bud Born on Date Chevy SS. This Bud's for you. Matt Clifton going to be starting in the seventh spot in the 20 Bass Pro Shops Arctic Cat Tracker Chevy SS. His teammate Mitchell Reeves on the outside row in the 8th spot in the Peace Axe machine. Nice looking paint for Mitchell. Jeff T. Martin out there also running some new colors. This time the Monster Red. 25 Toyota Camry. Starting in the 10th spot, Jacob Nye in the Fast Lane Racing machine, the 16 Chevy SS. James Hickston will be the 11th starter in the 29. Looks like he's looking for a sponsor. Christopher Matas starting in the 27 Chevy SS, also looking for a sponsor. And there's JP3, normally here in the booth with us, but out running some laps with the boys. And he thinks he's got a jinx on him. Every time he's in the booth, it's a caution fest. So we decided to put him on the track this time, see what happens. But JP3 in the Donate for Life car, currently P13. Donald Jinx starting in the 14th. There's that Dale Earnhardt hood I spoke of earlier. Boy, that's a work of art for Mr. Jinx. 15th, Matthew Hevener in the Phillies Blunt 007. 16th, Raul Alves in the Valvoline Chevy SS. 17th, Paul Pellissier in the Team All-Pro Racing. Paul takes care of a lot of our team paints, and if you need a paint, make sure to check out Pep's Paints on Facebook. 18th, William Tony in the Trilene Chevy SS 87. 19th, William Karp, Main Performance PC. And finally, the 20th spot, Andrew Williams in the Team All-Pro car from Down Under. That's your top 20 there, folks. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. My name's Mike Ellis. Michael DeVico behind the cameras. Pace car's off. Green, green, green. And can these guys keep it together and not have a wreck fest? Let's see. Gilbert gets a great start, but that's his teammate right below him. They're going to want to get nose to tail. You see Everett Lane trying to duck down with his teammate, and Dustin Lee comes up to pick up Gilbert. So teammates up front sorting out. And they stay green here as we get through lap 1. Our leader, Dustin Lee, just barely over Jeffrey Smith. So we got Dustin Lee, Jeffrey Smith, Damon Gilbert, Everett Lane showing the way up front. 5th, Rod Romanus Sr., iRacing's very own Iron Man out there running 5th. I know Rod's been looking for a win at All Pro Racing for some time now. I bet tonight might be the night. We'll have to keep our eye on Rod Romanus Sr. As he gets on the apron, they're 3 wide now. And they're all checked up. Oh, and he gets turned. And Rod Romanus Sr. gets turned. Yeah, I think the 27 was involved there of Christopher Matas. Basically changed lanes and came down into Rod. Rod had nowhere to go. And collection. Williams involved. The 32 is involved. The 87. The 29's all tore up. And And the 27, Christopher Matas, is going to be the guy who causes the caution and gets the EOL from the booth. A new rule we've started here at All Pro. And we went 3 wide there with the 8 car as well. They finally sorted it out to 2 wide. But it wasn't enough, and they got together. Took out a lot of good cars. I believe there's 1 reset, though, tonight. Picking up the leaders, we'll see who pits and uses up that reset. I imagine our leaders will stay out. We're on lap 4. And there you have it. The penalty has been handed out to Christopher Matas in the 27. He will be sent to the end of the longest line. As our leaders pit, we got a split strategy up front. Fast Lane Racing stays out. Gilbert and Lee pit. And already, surprisingly, I'm kind of surprised these guys are pitting early. JP3 on pit road getting that reset. Looks like Donald Jinks is also on pit road. The 007, the Valvoline car, the Axe car, Mitchell Reeves is on pit road. So that was a tough break for a lot of drivers. Let's see if we can pick up one in an interview here. JP3, Mike Ellis in the booth. You got me.
Hey, Mike. How are you?
All right. Well, hey, we were watching you out there, and I think I might have jinxed you, I guess, but you got caught up in that. What'd you see?
Well, I saw some air there for a while and got through it. And looks like I might have gotten tagged just a little bit once I got past it. But hey, it's all good. And first off, Mike, it's a crazy sight to be sitting here in a car rather than up in the booth. But thanks for having us. Thanks to all the sponsors out there, Arizona Painting, All Pro Painting, All Pro Racing, and Skiers Marine. You guys really enjoy being out here with you tonight.
All right. Well, early caution there. We got a lot of laps to go. Tell us about your sponsor out there. We're seeing some new colors for you.
Yeah, Donate Life. It's an organ donor program nationwide. A couple of the NASCAR guys are running it. One of my guys' favorite to me from my hometown here in Iowa, Joey Gase. But really a neat story there. But yeah, it's a nationwide organization and very similar to the PAD group. They just do a fabulous job. And really proud to be running this car tonight.
Yeah, it's great, the iRacing community getting involved in these organizations. Donate Life, certainly one of those out there helping people get through it. So kudos to you, JP. Hey, have a good run. We're going to let you get back to it.
Yeah, appreciate you guys letting me take a night off from the booth. It's fun to be behind the wheel.
All right, get out there and get that win. There you have it, JP3, James Peterson. Not sure where the 3 comes from, but that's what we call him around here. But so let's reset up front. Everett F. Lane is our leader. Jeffrey Smith second. Mark Porter third. Matt Clifton fourth. And Jeff T. Martin fifth. Let's take a moment to point out Jeff T. Martin. In that Monster Red, he got married. He took a trip to Tucson and got married on a whim. to his longtime living girlfriend of 6 years, and we want to congratulate Jeff T. Martin as we go green on his marriage. Kudos. Single file restarts here in an effort to have less cautions. Let's see how it works, as we're already spread out here amongst the top 10. Top 3 lined up, and then 4th, 5th, 6th lined up. And lined up here, but if you look back here towards the top, the back of the top 10, oh, we got one car peeling off. It looks like JP3. But Gilbert and Lee are on the outside, and they're making headway. Like Porter and Clifton just riding in 3rd and 4th on the bottom. Whoa, as Lee gets loose, almost spins out. That was close. As Lee and Gilbert decide to switch. They're 3 wide there. And they get switched up. We got a breakaway pack here, about the top 12 or so. Top 10, actually. No, top 12. And then 13, 14, they're back a little bit from there. Oh, we got a 3rd and 4th jump to the outside lane. That forces Gilbert up high, but Gilbert doesn't take it there, and they fall in line as Porter and Clifton decide to make a run for the lead. And this is a good old-fashioned pushing contest. Manage your temps. And boy, they are clear, clear, clear. Look at that. The 8 and the 20 take the lead with command. We really got now we're kind of settling into 2 different packs. Several seconds apart. We're watching the front pack. And look who snuck into this front pack. Jonas Hankins in the 44. Freshwater Fish and Snails car. Oh, they come up to lap JP3. Not sure what happened to him that he had to pit. He must have had some kind of penalty. But they lap the 123 car. That puts 21 cars on the lead lap. Oh, as Gilbert and Lee make a move for the lead. And I don't even know what happened there, but they got inside of Porter. Porter getting freight train here, heading back. So now it's Gilbert, Lee, Clifton, Lane, Martin. No, Jeffrey Smith. Then Jeff Martin. Lots of Jeffs here. And then we have Jonas Hankins fighting it out with the Ada Martin Porter. And look, you know, we got all these cars lined up. The bottom seems to be the place to be. They're just clicking laps off. Make sure to like us over on Facebook for all of the latest news, including the 2 series we've started this week. Lots of information, schedules, payout information. And boy, we got some great racing going on here at Daytona. Fairly clean so far. I've been impressed. Now Jeff Martin getting hungry, pushing on Martin Porter, followed by Hankins as they try the outside lane, trying to get something going. And it looks like they lapped JP3 again. I saw him on the apron there. Not sure what happened to him. Gonna pick up on Mitchell Reeves in the 0-2. Running on the outside back here in 9th spot. Mitchell been plagued with computer problems. Whoa, we have caution. Looks like Rod Romano Sr. involved, the 33. Took quite a tumble as they go to lap JP3, and it looks like, Rod Wright gets into JP3 and takes quite a serious tumble. So JP3 involved in that incident with Rod Romano Sr. That's going to take Rod Romano Sr. behind the wall. And that's a tough break. I guess there will be no EOL given since the driver who started the flag actually left the race. Not sure what JP3 could have done differently there. He was up in the upper groove, out of the way, as much as he could be. All right, let's see if we can get a driver interview here. Let's pick up our leader. Let's wait and see what happens on pit road here. Let's cover these pit stops first. And they all pit. So kind of expected Lee and Gilbert to stay out since they pitted last time, but everyone pits. There's a few cars that stayed out, but most of the leaders down for fuel. Fuel only for Gilbert and Lee. Fuel only for all these drivers. Let's see if we can pick up that interview with our leader. Mike Ellis up at the booth for Damon Gilbert in the 68. You got me.
Yes, my guy.
Well, hey, you got the lead. You're sporting new colors tonight. First, tell me about that. What happened to your old colors, and how did it feel there on the outside, getting up there to the lead?
Well, I'm running this paint scheme because I found this paint on the trading paints, and this car looks like my dad's old street stock from when he used to race real cars. And on the outside, it was tough there because the cars move around so much. Like, you just got to make sure you don't get in anybody. And I had Martin Porter, I think, trying to block me there. and we made a crazy move. I couldn't believe it stuck at the time there.
Yeah, we saw that. You kind of went up through the middle there underneath Porter. I kind of missed the initial move, but was kind of surprised at the result.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I thought I was going to get left reared because I was not sure where Matt Clifton was at the time. But I guess it worked because I guess we had enough room.
All right, well, you're pitting and topping off every time, being safe, but looks like out front we did have a lot of cars staying out. Any worries about these guys?
No, because they won't make it on pit strategy right now. If we came down the front about 35 on, I would get concerned maybe because they can maybe make it from there. But from here, there's no chance of them making it, so I'm not concerned with them.
Yeah, and we're probably not done with cautions. Good luck, Gilbert. We'll be watching.
All right, thank you.
Well, there you have it. Damon Gilbert in the Wrangler 68 car. Currently shown in the second spot. Well, let me see here. Yeah, okay, so our leader is Raul Alves in the 77. Pace car lights are off. Shows Damon Gilbert in second. We got a couple lap cars actually stuck in between first and second. The 87 and the 123 are lap cars. That's William Toney and James Peterson, JP3. How will this affect the racing? Oh, the EOL was going to go to Rod Romanus Sr., but he left the room, took it behind the wall. Green flag as they stack up front. Big time. Raul Alves slow to get away. And Gilbert has to take evasive action. And I tell you what, these lap down cars, they want to get in front of that leader and get that lap back. And you can see JP3 goes to the outside by himself trying to do it as he gets around the 87, working on our leader, the 77. Can JP3 get one the hard way? His car is slow as you see him fade back with no help. The 007 fighting it out too, trying to get a lap back. That's Matthew Heavener, who's 2 laps down. And boy, this is a new dynamic, having these lap cars racing for their lap. None of them have it, as the leader out front is your leader, the 77. A newcomer to All-Pro Racing, Raul Alves. As we're 3 wide, JP3 takes it to the high side. Martin Porter digging in the middle there. Matt Clifton makes a move to the middle from 3rd spot. 3rd on track. Oh, as the 007 is in the wall. And we have a caution in the back. The number 5, John Hedrick, involved. Along with Andrew Williams. The 5 just drifts up from the bottom to the top, and Andrew doesn't even do anything. He doesn't even slow down and just gets himself wrecked. But, boy, I think that's on the 5 car. John Hedrick all the way in the Jolly Rancher car just decides to arbitrarily change lanes. So that'll be an end-of-line penalty for the Jolly Rancher Chevy SS, number 5, John Hedrick. And poor Andrew Williams can't catch a break these days. Be sure to tune in Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. You can hear Andrew call the races for the Loose Lug Nut Series, as he'll be the lead announcer. And as we prepare for pit stops, Raul Alves continues to be our leader. Matt Clifton shown in second. Martin Porter third. Damon Gilbert fourth. Everett F. Lane fifth. And let's see if Alves decides to pit. Remember, he stayed out last time when everyone else behind him pitted. And he stays out. And it looks like Gilbert and Lee come in. And they're, like I said, coming in every time, topping off, kind of waiting to see if they can get a long green flag run. And that'll play into their advantage if it happens. But Alves wants that track position. He's out front. Let's see if we can get a word with him. All right, well, he's not in team speak that I see. Let's see if we can get a room with him in the room. All right. Mike Ellis up in the booth for Raul Alves in the 77 Valvoline. Got me?
Sir.
Well, you got
Come again there, Mike?
got it up front. How's that clean air? And what are you thinking fuel-wise? All these people behind you have seem to have more gas.
Well, I kind of have my own strategy going right now. I don't really want to be stuck in the pack. So I'd rather just stay up front. And I mean, if I have to pit during green, I'd rather just do that instead.
All right, well, the Valvoline car is looking good out front. Congratulations on the good run so far. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
So there you have it, newcomer Raul Alves. From the West Division. Not sure where he's from. I'll have to get to know Raul. And let's reset the rest of the field. Matt Clifton second, Martin Porter third, Everett Lane fourth, Jeffrey Smith fifth. Three cautions, 4 lead changes. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. Pick up on Verlis Falcons from All Pro Racing. Always seems to be struggling out there. I'm hoping for Verlis to have a good run. So far, he has stayed out of trouble, knock on wood, in that Northern Tools 006. Currently, Verlis running P11. Nice run. Pace car lights are off. We'll be going green this time by. See, these guys will be paying attention. They're all kind of scattered about. Not very tight. As fatigue sets in here on lap 24. The guys are chit-chatting about. As they start to tighten up as we come around turn 4. Pace car's off. Green, green, green. Pretty clean start in the top 10 as they all kind of head low. And Clifton wasting no time going for the lead here. Now on the outside of Alvis. And I lost video. Yep. Well, that's iRacing for you. I'm glad I wasn't racing in the actual room. And that rarely happens. I have a very nice computer and whatnot. Yep.
At Skiers Marine, the water sports family is our main focus. We really cater our dealership to look after the needs of the family that enjoy being out on the water, from wakeboarding to skiing to tubing. After you visit Skiers Marine, I think you'll see that our dealership is built on customer satisfaction. The customer is the very most important part of our dealership. And we realize without the customer coming to purchase their water sports equipment from us, from boats to gear, we wouldn't be here. So all our employees know that keeping the customer happy is the very most important thing we do.
We try to do things a little bit different than other businesses. A strong emphasis that we have is on customer service. I'll follow up with the customers. 2/3 of our customer base is either referrals or direct repeats from those existing customers. This is actually a fun business. I sold insurance for over 10 years, and it was something everybody really needed and nobody really wanted. So it's fun to actually sell a product that people don't necessarily need, but they want. It's a good time, and it's all about family.
Once we walked through these doors, I felt like we were in a family atmosphere. It also helps that our neighbors bought their boat here, and we watched over the past few years their process of bringing in their boat for services, how happy they were.
We were looking for the exceptional value, we were looking for the cool factor, and just something that we could all get together and have a good time.
So back to action here. We're under caution. Looks like Timothy Schultz has taken it behind the wall in the 32 car while we were away on break. Right, let me see if I can reset things here. Pace car lights are on. We're under caution. Matt Clifton, our leader. Porter, second. Lane, third. Smith, fourth. Nye, fifth. Looks like Verlis Falcons was involved in that. He's currently on the backstretch with a tore up front end. I'm not able to see the replay of what happened with Verlis, but he's currently on pit road. So another tough night for Verlis Falcons and the Team All-Pro 006. As pace car lights go off, 1 to green. Well, there you are, JP3. How was it out there? What put you out?
I got a headache.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah, just a little bit too much chatter out there on the racetrack tonight, and just couldn't find the right gang to hook up with. But hey, that's a lot of fun. There's some awful tight racing. I bet you're having a good time calling it up here in the box. I figured I'd come join you and say hello and see what we can do.
Yeah, pace car lights are off as they. I lost video briefly there. We kind of lost track of what happened on that this last caution. Looks like Furless Falcons was involved.
Yeah, Burles kind of came right up the middle after we were all pacing and decided to go to the front, I think.
All right, well, there you go. That's probably be our EOL for this caution. What do you think?
Yeah, I would probably say that would be a good thing there.
As the pace car gets ready to pull off here and we go green, we'll have to catch that next time as we missed the opportunity. And there they go, Matt Clifton bringing them down. They're all lined up here, top 10.
Yeah, I'm looking back. Dustin's starting to make a run on the pack. He is the lucky dog if we happen to get one.
Yeah, but that outside lane, there's not a lot of aero help out there as everyone's in the bottom.
And he and Dustin back here in the back of the pack have hooked up 51 and 68. And here they come, Mike.
Yeah, they got a long ways to go. And these guys are pushing up front. They're going pretty darn fast. Clifton getting it done. Porter trying to just ride, I think, sitting there at second. Everett Lane third. We'll have to see. They got packed up last time. I think these single file restarts are working to cause less cautions, it seems like. We're not having cautions on the restarts.
Yeah, copy that. It really keeps you. You're really not even getting three wide until we come around to that first turn or fourth turn into the trial a few times. But it seems like everybody's staying single file really well here. Now we got a couple guys out up on the upper lane, but they're letting the quicker cars go underneath them. So
yeah, it's tough out on that outside lane. Jinx is up there in that 3 Dale Earnhardt car. 19 laps to go, and it's time to position yourself. And you know, the 08 Scott Bailey and Jinx, they're thinking it's time to be up front, and they stay on the outside. Oh, it looks like Scott Bailey bails on Jinx and pulls it down to the bottom, and Jinx all by himself on the outside. Surely going to be freight trained here. Tough break.
By Mitchell Rees and William Toney, the car 2 and 87. It took them about 2 laps to finally get around the 31 car coming in here into turn 4. It looks like Mitchell, if they can hook up here, he and the William Toney 87, I think they could make a run. Mitchell's got a fast car. I noticed that when I was out in the track with him tonight.
Yeah, and they're part of that second pack. We're really split into 2 packs now, with the top 10 in one pack and everyone else in another, with about a couple second gap here. So let's see how this sorts out as Jinx gets picked up by Jonas Hankins on the outside, with Jeff T. Barton out there as well. And they got a nice run headed to the front. And Jonas Hankins to the top 5 for the first time tonight. And he makes it to third, now fighting for second. Oh, and he gets loose. That was close. Oh, he's up high. They lose all their momentum as Hankins continues to keep it up high.
Well, I'm telling you, Mike, the two I'm really looking at, though, is Jeff T. Martin and Jeffrey Smith, 25 and 36. They've been working together for about 6 laps, and I've got a feeling they're keeping their pace behind each other. They're keeping it cool. These two could be right there at the end.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think actually Jeff T. Martin's following Hankins up through there. The 36 has been right there with Everett Lane. Those are team cars on the bottom there. I think they're waiting. And when is Everett going to make a move here as we're running out of laps? Now Hankins is looking to make another run with Jenks. This is a good old-fashioned pushing contest in a matter of keeping it cool.
Yeah, I think most of these guys, when I was in the car, it sounded like most of these guys are running anywhere from 60 to 80% Cape. So I think Jonas may be loaded up on Cape because he is peaking out quite a bit there in the 44 car.
Yeah, there's not much you can do. You can't blow your engine. You have to keep it cool. So you can only push for and there goes Hankins
coming down. Oh, brother.
And boy, we saw that kind of developing, JP, is.
Boy,
is that a wreck caused by too much tape?
You know, I think he just got loose. Let's go back and take a look at that on the replay. But Jonas just came down. It didn't look like anybody hooked him or anything, Mike. And thank goodness for Jeffrey Smith. He got touched a little bit, but does not look like he has any damage up on his right quarter panel.
And you can't say that about Jeff T. Martin, our newlywed, as he has spun around a dozen times or more, as he is completely caught up. He was stuck there behind that car and nowhere to go. And that's going to be on Jonas. Jonas, I think, was the product of too much tape, and he was just sticking it way on the outside and got himself loose, and it looked like Jeff Martin was trying to stay off of him.
Yep, I don't think Jonas got touched or anything. I think he just came right down the track, and that's unfortunate.
And All Pro Racing's very own Jonas Hankins getting the EOL on that for causing the caution. And we'll have to see what he has got for reset. He's currently on pit road. Not sure if he has resets. I think the whole front clip is tore out of that car. Yeah, it's just a matter of, the wheel's not turning, but the car comes out from under you. It's a matter of trying to stay up so high. And boy, our leaders are on pit roads. Let's cover pit stops. The 20, Matt Clifton brings them down. Porter second. Jenks third. Looks like we have a couple cars staying out, as most of our leaders come down pit road. I'm not seeing a lot of tire changing here, JP. Looks like fuel only.
I'm only seeing Jeffrey Smith 36, and it also looks like the 98 car also took just outside tires.
And Raul Alvis, our leader earlier, has taken it behind the wall. And Jeff T. Martin, he was caught up in that. He remains on pit road, obviously out of resets, as well as Mitchell Reeves. Let's see if we can get a word with Mitchell Reeves. Hey, Mitchell, Mike Ellis up in the booth. Hey, we see you down on pit road. Looks like you lost the whole front clip of that car.
Oh, yeah. It was a heck of a wreck there. Jonas got looked like it got put up in the wall there, and just really not enough time to react to it, and just kind of got stuck there. So, but hey, can't win them all.
Well, you certainly can't, but we certainly appreciate Skiers Marine for being on board for this new series. Tell us, folks, a little bit about Skiers.
Well, Skiers Marine is a boat dealership that's based out of Westover, Alabama, which is pretty much central Alabama. We have 2 stores in Alabama. We have our main thing is selling ski boats, anywhere from Malibu, Axis, Moomba, Supra, also Chaparrals. A lot of great boats, and if you're really interested in getting a boat coming up this summer, the website to go to is www.skiersmarine.com.
Well, all of us here at All Pro certainly appreciate Skiers Marine for helping us put these events on. As pace car lights go off, are you going to be able to get back out there, Mitchell, or is it done?
Oh, it's done. I hit Jonas. Oh, I destroyed Jonas. It's a race over for me here.
You're certainly welcome to sit in the booth with us here for the end if you'd like.
Oh, I'd love to.
Looks like let's reset here, JP3. Not very many cars here in this group.
Yeah, I'm only showing about, 11 on the lead lap right now, Mike? Or 11 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, and I think that's just a product of people running out of resets and just all wrecked up here. Jonas Hankins tore up, Mitchell Reeves tore up, Matthew Heavener, William Karp, all these guys down a lap. So payouts to the top 5 on the line here. Boy, if you're out there running, you have a pretty good chance.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah, one thing that's really been interesting as I've been racing in this race, the main talk has just been track position. Me, Dustin Lee, and Damon Gilbert, we really got stuck back there. I think that's what caused us to get some trouble earlier. But these fast lane guys here, Everett D. Lane, Matt Clifton, Martin Porter, I think they got something for the end here. It's going to be interesting coming to the green.
Yeah, it certainly will, and does not count out Jason Hughes in that Denver Broncos, making his first appearance in the top 5 tonight. Pace car's off, green's out, and Everett T. Lane, Everett F. Lane, whoever he is, brings him down.
Looks like we got about a 10-car breakaway. The last car being there is Dustin Lee. Looks like he just got back on the lead lap from the last caution.
Yeah, and looks like Gilbert's going to pick him up, too. Up front, boy, the top 6 here getting packed up. We're getting an old-fashioned push contest here.
Yeah, Matt's had a fast setup all night. Jason Hughes from Loose Lug Nuts Racing, going to see if he can help him out. Matt drops down. He's got Donald Jinks behind him now. They're the only 2 on the outside, looks like. So looks like they're going to drop back some.
10 to go. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. Pressure is just went up a notch, I'm sure. And Matt Clifton's hungry. He had a couple get away from him as far as the championship goes in our last season, and I know he's hungry for a little redemption.
Well, I'm just looking at Dustin and Damon back here, and I'm just not sure they're about 4 tenths, 6 tenths behind the lead pack, but they're starting to move up, and they're catching the high lane draft here, Mike and Mitchell.
Yeah, we'll have to see if there's enough time for them to get up there, but like you said, they got speed.
Oh yeah, they've actually caught the high line draft now here. I got a feeling these 2 guys, I don't know if they can get all the way to the front. They're going to have to work through some traffic, but they are working together awfully good.
Looks like an odd man out front. Odd man out is Jason Hughes in the Broncos car. Maybe he's trying to work with Jinx, but...
Yeah, Mike, another thing to point out here, Everett F. Lane, as we know him now, the last Super Speedway series we had here at All Pro, he actually came home the winner and was the dark horse through it all, and I think he's going to be the dark horse in this race as well as he's leading.
Well, actually, he's been up there in the top 5 all night long, working with Jeffrey Smith, but currently separated from Jeffrey, who's up in the top lane, trying to get back up there. Oh, it's Matt Clifton gets on the outside of Porter and decides to take it to the outside. That's one of those moves that might be the winning move. We'll have to see.
Yeah, Matt's got a fast car, but the question is, can he beat Mr. Fast Lane?
Well, he certainly gives up his partner as far as Porter was concerned. He was working for Porter as they come up on lap car 44 of Jonas Hankins.
Another thing, too, to point out here, the top 5 are all teammates. So will they be able to race each other clean and aggressive at the same time?
And boy, JP3, Gilbert and Lee, they're right there. They have nowhere to go.
Boy, 3 wide into turn 1. Jonas did a good job of letting that lead pack through.
As he slots in behind him, boy, we got quite a pack racing for the lead. And Clifton is, I think, right where he wants to be, outside up front.
Well, I've been telling you, I've been watching Damon and Dustin, and Damon is breathing it. Mike, I think he's going to be cool. These two may be able to make a run with about 2 to go. They are not real tight on the pack.
But can they do it on the outside? They might have to with all these cars in front of them.
I think that's going to be their only option.
And the other thing, will Jeffrey Smith push Clifton to the win to beat his teammate Everett Lane on the bottom? So we kind of got a mix-up of teammates, which kind of adds to the mix of what's going on here.
It's like Matt's going to clear Everett. Will he drop him? And he will.
Jeffrey Smith stays high, but Clifton goes low. And Smith just paralyzes and doesn't do anything. That might be a good move, though, because now he's the front car on the outside.
Yeah, actually that's a super move, and Jeffrey did that earlier today in a race. He just got the lead guy down to the bottom and was able to work with the guy right in behind him, and that's a very savvy move right there.
Yeah, you could have panicked and shot to the bottom, but he kept his ground, and let's see if it pays off. Working with, I think that's Scott Bailey in the 08. And nice to see Scott having a great run tonight. Scott's just way too high for that to work. As they start to fade, Clifton's loving it.
Yeah, the field's really thinned out. We're coming here to 3 to go. I think the top 3 is going to be one of those 3 winners because Jeffrey's starting to fall back. It'll be interesting to see coming here to the 3 laps to go.
Another lap traffic. They're getting around there.
Very good job. Very good job working through that traffic at those speeds.
And what is Everett Lane going to do as a move to win this race? And we got to remember there's a points championship going on here too. You don't want to give up any points. And there goes Gilbert and Bailey, and Bailey's around.
That's the race.
And that's going to finish it. Clifton will win it.
Yep.
Let's take a replay of Scott Bailey in the 08.
I think Hughes just got up into him there, Mike.
Yeah, it looks like Jason Hughes had got up off of that yellow line, at least a car length. And boy, it's just too late in the race for that. And you can't do that, and that took him out. Scott Bailey was having a great run, as we notated just moments before that. And Gilbert Lee caught up in that too, unfortunately. They had nothing to do. So I think we're going to get an EOL for Jason Hughes. Tough break for Hughes as they came down to the wire, and he got a few people taken out there. But you know what? Matt Clifton must be jumping for joy as he is going to take home this win here in about a lap. Let's see if we can get our interviews in. Mitchell, you want to pick up our leader, our winner, and JP3, you can pick up second, and I'll do third.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so Matt Clifton, let's get him in here.
Mitchell Reeves up in the booth for Matt Clifton. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Well, Matt, after the disappointment last week, how does it feel to come back and get everything back that you really wanted here in this win here at Daytona?
Well, it wasn't easy, man, but what happened last week's done and over with. We're starting over fresh. And this is a good way to do it. The fast lane guys, though, they were pushing the bejesus out of me. So if it weren't for them, I would probably be back there in the back packing the track.
Well, we're all up in here in the booth. We're talking about the move that you made there, about 4 to go. What made you move down to the bottom in front of Everett and get rid of Jeffrey?
The way these cautions been coming out, man, I kind of figured it was going to end under caution, and that was really later than what I really wanted to do it. I wanted to make the move sooner, but it was go time, man. I had to go, and it worked out.
Well, we see we got Bass Pro on the car there. Is there anybody else you'd like to thank? Any shout-outs you got?
Everybody, man, especially D'Amico and Skiers Marine, putting up the money, and I know D'Amico and Mike, all them guys put in a lot of time and work to make this possible for everybody, and the fast lane guys, of course, for helping me stay up here.
I got you. Well, we got one more question for you. I think you know what I'm about to ask you. What you gonna do with your win? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna celebrate?
We're going to drink a lot of beer tonight.
All right, thanks, Matt.
Congrats.
Hey,
Thanks,
Everett S Lane, I understand, is the new tagline. Boy, you're sitting out there out front almost all night there, and then those last 3 or 4 laps, Jeffrey Smith pushes Matt in front of you there, but a good second place finish. How you feeling about it?
Oh, feeling pretty good about it. It was a good fun race tonight on the super speedways. Ain't been in these Gen 6s in a while, but we had a good teamwork working here tonight. I mean, fast lane guys really did well tonight, all working together.
And copy that. If we would have stayed another couple green laps, what was your strategy? I think you actually had a faster car tonight than just about everybody in the field. Do you think you probably could have gotten around Matt and would have been a triable thing?
Yeah, it was definitely going to be a triable thing if it stayed green. I had a couple of buddies, fast lane guys sitting behind me, and we're on our own private chat. So we had something for Matt, but it never just really got to the end of the checkered flag with it being green. Unfortunately, it finished under yellow.
Yeah, copy that. Hey, who do you want to say kudos to and thanks to there? Some of your teammates, I'm sure, but anybody else tonight?
Oh, yeah, definitely all the teammates. Mitch even helped out tonight with a setup. Mitchell Reeves, Jacob, Martin, even Matt up there helped us out a lot. Scott, all the guys from fast lane, quick lane, and left lane racing. We got a good bunch of racers and a good team, so I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty stoked for tonight.
Sounds good, Everett. Hey, we really appreciate it. A good second place win there and a good clean race for you tonight.
All right, let's talk to third place, Martin Porter in the 8 truck. Congrats, Martin, on the podium finish. Tell us about your run.
It was a fun run. I mean, it was a good race. I mean, more caution. We had a lot more cautions than I wanted, but guys at fast lane, quick lane, and left lane racing, they were all, we all worked together. Like Everett said, we had our own channel, and we just wanted to work together all race long, keep our cars up there.
Well, you were mixing it up with a variety of different people. I kept thinking you were the odd man out up in the top 5, but somehow you made it work and you ended up pretty much up front there. So congrats. Who do you want to say hi to or thank?
I got to thank Everett F lane. Got to get used to the F now. He used to be D lane, but now it's F lane. Got to help, thank him and Jacob Nye for this paint scheme, Warrior Foundations paint scheme that he's letting me borrow with Fastlane's logo on it. Then I also got to thank Storm Motorsports and Nick Ottinger, the pro guy. He's helping me out too.
Well, you need help wherever you can get it. Congrats on a good run.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Thankful to be in the series. What D'Amico's doing with All Pro and all the other guys, they put on a great series every week.
Well, thanks, Martin, and thanks to our top 3. Congrats. We actually had pay out the top 5 tonight. So let's review our finishing order. Matt Clifton, our winner. I believe that's $5 cash, and obviously our leader in the points as we go forward. Everett Lane second, Martin Porter third, Jeffrey Smith fourth, and Jacob Nye fifth. All those people getting paid out tonight. Damon Gilbert, Dustin Lee 6th and 7th, Jinx 8th, Michael Johnson, Whitey, representing All Team Pro as well there in 9th, and Jason Hughes, last car on the lead lap, P10, representing the Denver Broncos. Thanks so much for joining us tonight at All Pro Racing. Thanks to JP3 for joining me in the booth, Mitchell Reeves for also joining us, Michael D'Amico behind the cameras. My name's Mike Ellis, and we'll see you next time right here at All Pro Racing.